Just wanting to come to you and talk about a couple things about myself, um, what I have going on, what my um, investments are, and also to ask you, I mean, what's important to you? What are your favorite coins? What is, you know, how are you getting down in this crypto space? All right, so first I wanted to, of course, start off with my number one coin, which is XRP. Yeah, so I'll give you a little history. I'll try to make it brief. I actually got into the space last year. It was around, it was like the very beginning of May. Okay, so when I got in, Bitcoin was around $1,000, and I actually, had a chance to buy quite a bit. Um, I mean, because of my ignorance regarding the space and the people I was actually dealing with at the time. I mean, nobody really knew much of anything, and I never really spent the time to, really research it, and that was my bad. I ended up making out okay. The biggest problem that I had was just that I sold way too early. I didn't have any concept of holding on and all that. I mean, I made a profit, but nowhere near what I should have made. Also, one of the things that really hurt me was that I was involved in those hypes. I didn't know any better. I thought, hey, I'll get in and get out, and I did for the most part. I was able to get in early in a lot of them, and I got out and I made profit. But what do people do? Hey, we convince ourselves sometimes that things are gonna, hey, I'll get in again, and I'll get back out, and I'll double my money before anything goes bad. Well, um, unfortunately, that didn't happen. I didn't jump out early enough on, so I jumped back in after I made my profit, and I just put too much back in because I was really trying to do much better. So anyway, I'm not even going to bring up the names of these particular uh, uh, scams, but anyway, I I got some of my Bitcoin got taken, and hopefully, I mean, I'm telling you this because I don't want anyone else to go through what I did. Okay, it's unfortunate. Um, I I actually came out a lot better than a lot of people did with BitConnect, with so many different scams or these projects, or whatever. I mean, it's really unfortunate. So I just wanted to kind of go through the things that I dealt with. Okay. So anyway, I sold uh, the remaining Bitcoin I had. I should have, man, if I had just waited like another, I think it was another couple months or a month or so, I would have had a very nice, a nice profit on it. But yeah, I didn't, like I said, I didn't know. I just didn't know. Ignorance is, it's one of our worst enemies in many cases. So to move, on from there, after I actually took the time to look at things, listen to what other people had to say, do my own research and understand the space. That's so very important, to understand the very thing that you are trying to make money in. And I just didn't really. I thought, I don't even know if I thought I did understand it, but um, now I do. I understand it a lot better. I'm not saying I know everything about it. By no means do I. But I know enough to understand that, I'm no day trader. I've done a little bit of swing trading. I've made some profit here and there, but for the most part, I don't have time to sit and look at the market all day. I have of course, have a day job like most people do, and I'm trying to actually put myself in a position where, I don't have to deal with that anymore. So in comes XRP. XRP, I have heavily invested in it. You know, I went full bore, and I got as much as I possibly could, and I'm relatively satisfied with my investments in that. Um, of course, there's so much going on in the market right now, so much FUD and so many, so much negative this and this. But at this point, everyone should be able to see what's actually happening. All of this is just manipulation. Okay, like for example, here we are. XRP is not a real cryptocurrency, says expert. I mean, seriously. I mean, if everyone needs to be able to see through this, but I mean, there are people who are in the same situation that I was in, that most of us were in when we first got into the space. We did not understand it, and your first thing a lot of times is just not going to be to jump in, listen to other people, and then listen to a lot of different people. I mean, you really have to kind of spread it out, and then do your own research. Some people are like that, but a lot of us, I mean, our lives kind of get in the way, even though it is something very important to do. But it's just when you have a full-time job, when you have a family, when you have all these things going on, you tend to kind of go over, jump out there with a little bit of an understanding that you have, and I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster. I mean, little knowledge, and you're dealing with a space that's full of all types of characters, and the worst characters in here are the establishments, those bankers out there who manipulate the market by actually buying and selling, or those that, those people who are working on behalf of these larger institutions. So anyway, I just wanted to just say that don't pay attention to this FUD. Don't pay. I mean, what is this? XRP is not a real currency. Seriously, listen, the whole purpose, it makes no sense for this to even be a thing. I mean, seriously, how could it not be a cryptocurrency? I mean, I don't even know what to say. This is ridiculous, but they put it out there anyway. Regardless of how true it is, they put it out there. Why? Because they want those people who are ignorant to cryptocurrency. They want those people to run away from it. Okay, major players shying away. Okay, if that was the case, why is it that that XRP has Santander? Why is it that XRP has another large bank that is, I think it's out of Canada, who's working with Latin America and will soon be bringing on Asia? I mean, come on. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. But we know the purpose of this. We know the purpose of this this FUD, as they would call it. I mean, it's just to make people run away. And I mean, they don't care how blatantly. I mean, look at this guy. Who are you? They don't care how blatantly incorrect that they are. I mean, seriously, some doofus gets up here and says whatever. I mean, people say a lot of things. That doesn't make it true. Again, you have to do your research. You have to do your research. And I mean, it doesn't faze me, and I hope it doesn't faze anyone else. hold on to your XRP, because all they're trying to do is shake you out of it. They want to shake you out of your investment that's going to put you exactly where you want to be. That's what's going to happen, or rather, that's what they're trying to do. So we have to be very strong in our conviction about what we're doing, what we're holding on for. They know it's going to happen. They're trying to get this, just like right now the price has gone down. I mean, it's if you didn't have any knowledge about it, it would be scary, but that doesn't matter. The price does not matter. We are in it for the long haul. I know I am. I mean, I'm not going to go through a whole spiel. I haven't come on here, purporting to be a financial advisor or anything. I mean, we're talking. This is just talk. I'm a YouTuber. That's it. I'm saying what I'm going to do, and what makes sense, right? So, it just, I mean, like this guy right here, digital asset investor. He has some great content. He was actually, I think he said he was in the stock market or Wall Street or whatever. He worked in the space back, some years ago. We're about the same age, I believe. A great content, and look, look at this title, the Great Ripple XRP Conspiracy of 2018. This is exactly what I was talking about. This, if you watch this video, he goes into the exact same thing, lets you know that it's just a conspiracy. All it is they're trying to shake us out of our investment, because the whole thing is that you got people with a lot of money, and then you have these people who don't want other people to be wealthy and well off. They want slaves. They want the majority of the population to be their slaves. They want everyone to be impoverished and under pressure, and for whatever reason, for what reason I don't understand. Live and let live. That's what I believe. I mean, everyone has a right to a comfortable, nice life. Everyone does. That's what I believe. I don't believe in having a small percent of people with all of this money who are pushing down on the rest of the population. That makes no sense to me at all, because there's enough out here for everyone to live, comfortably, very comfortably, but it's that greed in people. I mean, I wish we were able to come together and get these, and really do something against these people, but that's not going to happen. But at least we have this, and at least we can encourage each other to stand fast where you are. You are doing the right thing. If you have XRP, you're doing the right thing. Okay, that's what I have to say. This is Mr. Free Coiner. I really, really hope that something I've said gives you encouragement. That's what I'm about. I mean, I want to encourage, because a lot of the stuff that I look at, like this guy, the digital asset investor, modern investor, Alex Cobb, all these different folks, they give me encouragement. So I want to turn around and do the same thing for anyone else who's willing to listen. So anyway, that's all I have to say for now. I mean, this is Mr. Free Coiner. Bless you. Have a great day.